I am live. All right, hello everybody. What is happening? And welcome back to another video. Um, Sorry to be a little bit late, actually. Sorry to all you guys for. Hopefully, I didn't keep you guys waiting for too long. But anyways, we'll get into the match preview: Real Madrid versus Club Brugge. Bruges. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it really. Even though I can speak French, I don't know how to pronounce it. But anyways, Real Madrid versus Club Brugge match preview. I'm gonna go over the press conference about Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard also was asked a lot of questions, so I'm going to go over that. I'm going to go after Zinedine Zidane also, what he had to say about the match, and I'll get started right now. So let's get started in the Eden Hazard press conference. I just want to go over that. Before I do go over that, I just want to go over the injuries. So obviously, who's injured? Asensio's injured, obviously. He's not going to be there, but Mendy's injured, so he's not going to be there either. But Isco and Marcelo have fully recovered from their injuries, so they're going to be coming back into the squad. So I think Marcelo's going to be starting tomorrow. Isco's another potential one that could start tomorrow. I'm not sure, we'll have to see. Rodrigo Goes, Odriozola, Brahim Diaz, Mariano, not going to be in the squad whatsoever. Mariano, we haven't seen anything from him, so I'm not surprised. Brahim Diaz, I was a little bit surprised not to see him in the squad, but it is what it is. Odriozola, not in the squad. And Goes not in the squad. So there you have it for that. Bale, neither will not be in the squad. And I think that's a very good thing from Zidane. Very astute, to be honest, just because Bale is injury prone. We don't want to overplay him. If you do overplay him, then you'll get a lot of injuries from Gareth Bale. So there you have it for that. We'll get into the match conference for Eden Hazard. So Eden Hazard, the first question that he was asked, or one of the first questions he was asked is, how do you feel? How have your first few months been at Madrid? How do you feel? Has Zidane told you something and things along those lines? And he says, I feel good. It's true there's high expectations for me. I expect a lot as well from me. And I think I can do a lot better in training and in games. And the critics are there. They'll always be there. But working every day, we'll be able to do something big this year. Maybe. Not everything is perfect, he said. And then he said, but we're first in the league. And I think a lot of people obviously forget this, that we are first in the league. I mean, obviously there have been so many complaints over Zinedine Zidane, but we're first in the league, and we have to give Zinedine Zidane credit. And then Eden Hazard went on to say, it's true we lost in Paris. Maybe there's a little bit of lag due to the injuries I succumbed, but I will give my maximum in every game. So there you go, a few words from Eden Hazard. The other question was, Real Madrid are expecting a lot from you. You are the star. Does it bother you that it has been said that you're out of form? He says, no, I know the people expect a lot from me, and the onus is on me, or the responsibility is on me to perform on the pitch. The fans have seen what I've done at prior clubs, and now it's my duty to improve personally so the fans can be proud of me. So I thought it was very refreshing, to be honest, that he took responsibility for the kind of lackluster performances that we've seen from Eden Hazard. And that was quite interesting, to be honest, and I really do like that about Eden Hazard. He took full responsibility. He knows he's not at the level he's supposed to be at. However, he did say he was at 100% now at this point. I would say within the next 2-3 weeks, we should see that Eden Hazard that potentially everyone, really knows, I guess. Jonas says Bale should have started tomorrow because Zidane rested him versus Osasuna last week. Good point. That's not a bad point. The only thing I'd have to say to that is Bale's injury prone, and I think, to be honest, with an injury-prone player, you have to take a lot more precautions, and I think that this is quite for me. It's a good decision from Zidane. I know he did get arrested, but injury-prone player, I would never want to risk it with Gareth Bale, and that's the thing with him. So let's see here. So the next question for Eden Hazard, what is missing to get back to your best form? What percentage do you feel currently? He said, honestly, I feel 100%. I'm not injured anymore. That's behind me. So honestly, it's just that I'm decisive and the goals, once I start scoring, it'll be a lot easier. I think it's just really one goal, one assist that's missing to get me back to where I want to be at. So that's what Eden Hazard had to say about that, which I, fully agree with. I think I'm not worried about Eden Hazard's situation at Madrid. He will come good. He's got the quality. We have to be a little bit patient. He's just coming back from injury, and that's what he said. But he says he feels 100%. So that's why I'm giving him 2 to 3 weeks. In 2 to 3 weeks, if we don't see an improvement from Eden Hazard, that's when I'll start really, really worrying. At the moment, I'm just not too worried. I definitely hope he does something tomorrow, though. I'm not trying to say Club Brugge. It's an easier team, but I feel like Eden Hazard can do something tomorrow. I feel like it's his opportunity to do something. Let's see here. There was another question. I'm not sure how the question was phrased. Actually, I couldn't quite get it, but it kind of went along those lines of you can't catch up with the adversaries. Are you lacking in confidence? He says, I think it's just a lack of confidence. Even the coach told me to try more. So that was quite surprising, as Zidane told him to try more. But now it's on me to give 100% on the pitch. It's not a question of injuries, but it's just taking the initiative and making a difference. Well, once that happens, everything will come naturally. So there was this, I would say the kind of prominent point that was focused throughout the press conference for Eden Hazard was that he's at 100%. It's not a lack of confidence. It's just about him, trying more things. I guess kind of like that. I guess you could say. The next question was have you followed a specific regime to hit your idealized self? I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but whatever. I said it. He said I feel good, strong. I'm with the team, and like I said, I'll give my maximum, and everything will go well. Let's see here. A few things to get from the Club Brugge. I don't know Club Brugge at all, to be honest. So the question was, this is the second time you play versus a Belgium team. What do you know about Brugge? He says, we know a lot of things. It's a big team. They're first in the league. They're doing very well. They have high quality. And just to have Simon Mignon on the pitch, is a big reflection of what they're able to get, I guess. It kind of went along the lines of that. He said, we can't think it'll be easy. It'll be difficult. But if we play together, hopefully we'll win. And there you have it with him. I mean, the last question, really, what's the relationship with Zidane? He said, I think we all learn when we're training by Zidane. Just by talking, we learn a lot. Just by him talking, we learn a lot, is what I should say. He says, but I've learned a lot from all the coaches, but maybe more from him, and him speaking French has helped me a lot. But on the critics, it's normal. It doesn't affect me. I haven't seen them a lot. I know when I play well or I don't, which I don't know how that transition kind of worked out. I wasn't able to get it from the press conference. But there you have it. That's the press conference from Eden Hazard. So there was a lot of questions about just, his overall form. And, overall what he had to say is, look, he's at 100% now. The injuries are kind of behind him. He said, how can I say this? He's at 100%. He knows right now that the responsibility is on him to improve his fitness, his training, things along those lines. But like I said, I'm not too worried. I think he'll come good. It's just a matter of time, So the next thing I want to talk about is Zidane's press conference, obviously what he had to say about the match. Milkor Football, thank you for being on, dude. Really appreciate it. It's good to see you on. They had a player who plays for Bill. Milkor the legend, there you go. Hey, dude, was watching. Thank you so much, dude. Bro, how many CLS does Arsenal have? I don't even know, to be honest. Is it the Arsenal 7 uni? Oh, man. Is it 0? I don't even know how many they have. I was watching the Arsenal and United fan channel. Oh, interesting. I was watching. I usually try to get on the United fan channels, and Arsenal fan TV is just banter all over the place, right? Just joking. All right, so I'm gonna get into the Zidane press conference. What he had to say about the game. So there was a question about Casemiro. Casemiro got his house robbed not too long ago. This seems to be prevalent among a lot of footballers, where their house gets kind of robbed and things along those lines. He said it was fatal, to be honest. I mean, in terms of fatal, what he means by that is just it's a big blow for Casemiro. Unfortunately, to have something like this happen, it's kind of sad. But he said, thank goodness it's material things. But he did say it's not a good thing for sure. So that's what he had to say about Casemiro. There were a couple questions about it. I really didn't want to get him. There was another question of, we've seen an improvement in the team. What has been the goal after Paris, or what has been the, what has been the goal? Yeah, what has been? And he said the next goal is to win tomorrow because we're fourth in the table. That's the reality. I'm interested in the game because we have a chance to get points, and that's why I have a feeling that he'll go with a strong team tomorrow. I'm gonna go with a couple rotations. I don't think it'll be too many rotations. I think he's gonna go with a really strong team tomorrow. He knows that we're fourth in the table. He knows we need some catching up to do. So that's why I went with this lineup. I'm not sure it's going to be this lineup. It just might be a 4-4-2, but we'll have to see. And Mosin says, I'm using my laptop today to watch the stream. Comments get entered. Oh, man, yeah, it kind of sucks. easy win for Madrid tomorrow. I hope so, Milcor, says Milcor Football TV. I definitely hope so, Milcor, and hopefully we do see Madrid getting clear-cut result. I mean, this is our opportunity to do this, and if we do this, it definitely boost our confidence for subsequent games. So hopefully we do get a result tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I think once the first goal comes in, then I think definitely we can get a good result tomorrow. Mosen says James slight injury. Ooh man, that sucks. So James is maybe not in the squad. Maybe I should just omit him from the squad. Yeah, I put him in the squad, but man. Let's see. Milcor Football TV says, "Bro, me and you are European royalty." Yeah, man. Hopefully, right? I guess so, right? I guess so. I mean, Real Madrid, man, is the pinnacle, right, of the footballing world. So let's see here. Let's get on with the press conference. And there was another question about Eden Hazard. To Zinedine Zidane, there was a question about Eden Hazard. He says, "What advice do you have for him to make a goal?" And Zidane said, well, I won't give him a specific piece of advice because I know the player that he is, or we know the player that he is, and one that is important for us. We want more from him, but of course we have to be patient. I'm not worried because I know he'll succeed here. We just have to stay calm, just like any other player that comes here, The quality he has won't change. I thought that was pretty interesting. We all know the quality that Eden Hazard has, and that definitely won't change. That definitely won't change. Obviously he's in his he's in his late 20s. You could say he's not on the decline, but what I mean is he's probably not the player he was at 26, 24, or something like that. But he definitely still has the quality. He's definitely still has the quality. He's definitely a world-class player. And I think we just have to be a little bit patient with him. Like I said, I'm going to give him 2 to 3 weeks. If I don't see any improvement, then that's probably when I'll start criticizing him. But as of right now, I'm not too worried, and I think Zinedine Zidane isn't either. Then Zinedine Zidane said, does he need to do more? Yes, but we'll see that soon, and if we could see that tomorrow, that'd be great. So hopefully we could see that tomorrow from Eden Hazard. I think tomorrow would be the perfect opportunity to do that, versus a team that really, I'm not going to say they're irrelevant, but they're not this big team. So I think Eden Hazard's chance really has to come tomorrow. I really hope so. The next question was, do you see 100% from Eden Hazard? The answer was yes. I don't see anything wrong in the physique. I was quite surprised. He still looks a little chunky. He still looks like he's got a little Twinkies in the belly, but it is what it is. Let's see. Let me get to the comments right now. You're not those bums, Garba Galonka, a.k.a. Barca. Garbage Alona. I like that one, actually. Yeah, I'm not. Look, Barcelona, I gotta give to them. Like they're a good team. They're a good side. Right now they're kind of going through a tempestuous time, but they'll come good again. Moses says James isn't included. Was surprising, but apparently he has a slight injury. Just gonna switch over to my phone. Okay. So James isn't gonna be in the squad. I'm gonna omit him right now. I thought he was gonna be in the squad, but. There you go, guys. James has got a slight injury, so he's not going to be in the squad. So maybe we'll be seeing some playing time for Isco. So there you go. I just omitted James Rodriguez from the squad. You shouldn't be able to see him anymore. The reason I went with Benzema starting is because we're so over-reliant on Benzema and his goals. I feel like if we don't play him, then there's a possibility that it just might be a little bit too risky. I think Eden Hazard will play. Just because he's, it's his opportunity to get a goal. It's not a very, very difficult opponent. So I think Hazard will play. I put Lucas Vazquez right there because I didn't know who else to play on the right wing. Seems to be the right winger that Zidane favors, which, to be honest, man, whatever. I'm not even going to comment on that. In the midfield, I put Cruz, Casemiro, Modric. I think he's going to go with a pretty good midfield. I think he's going to go with the experience. I think he really wants to get the win tomorrow, and he really is going to be ruthless with this. That's why that's why I went with a lot of experienced players. I think he's going to be really ruthless in this. In terms of the back line, I put Marcelo because he's coming back from injury. I think he'll be fine, so I put Marcelo there. Sergio Ramos I think is going to play. I think he just might be rested, but I have a feeling he's going to play. Actually, he is going to play. He is going to play, and that actually leads on to the next question. From the press conference for Zinedine Zidane. There was a question about Sergio Ramos. he said that he will rest eventually, but he's not going to rest right now. So Sergio Ramos is definitely going to play. So Sergio Ramos there. Eder Militao, he could play. I think he might feature. I think it'd be a good opportunity for him to feature. Carvajal is someone who's going to play because Odriozola is not in the squad. And Ariel might just play. I'm hoping Ariel is going to play. Please, 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 God, let Ariel play. We have to see him play. Let's see here. We're going to go to Milcore Football. How are they good when they battled against 0 CLs, Roma and Rome? Yeah, I mean under Valverde. I mean you could say that, but as the antithesis. Man, I can't say that word. I'm gonna say as a counter, as a rebuttal. I think that's a better word. As a rebuttal, they have won 3 La Ligas in a row. So I mean, 0 Champions Leagues, but they have won 3 La Ligas in a row. So they are still a good side. They are going through a very difficult time, but still a good time. Still a good side nonetheless. And Milcore Football says, talk Mental as being a legend in Madrid history books. I know, for real. He's an indirect legend, right? And Jonas says, I hope Cruz can rest because he's played well every game this season and Fede did very well versus Atleti. I'm definitely hoping we'll see Fede Valverde start. I would definitely like to see him start. I think this could be a very, very good opportunity for Fede Valverde. So hopefully we do see it start. Cruz does need a little rest. And like you said, Jonas, I think that's definitely a good point. And Milko Football TV says this season you might win El Clasico. I think so. It's looking more and more like that. But let's not be too quick because Messi is Messi. Messi is Messi, man. And as much as I don't want to say I hate Messi, but as much as I hate his qualities, man, he's a world-class player. He is GOAT, right? Mosin says, don't think Fede did too much against Atleti. Maybe help out in defense at times. And that's funny because I have seen a few people say, Fede Valverde didn't do too much versus Atletico Madrid. Some people have said, wow, he was amazing versus. Not he was amazing, but he did very well considering his prior performances. And what I have to say about Fede Valverde, he did. I didn't see him too much. So I can't give a sagacious judgment. But what I do have to say about Fede Valverde is that, or what I have heard is that he did good in the first half. So, if he did good in the first half, then hopefully, I have seen promising signs from Fede Valverde. I have seen promising signs. So I'm definitely hoping to see more from him. But he is looking like he could, be a real good player. But at the moment, he's not quite ready. I'm hoping he definitely blossoms though. Mosin says, do you think Isco will start? I thought about it for a little, to be honest. I was dithering between Modric and Isco, and I went with Modric. Experienced Champions Leagues, but Isco might start. There's a possibility that Isco will start. Jonas says, Fede worked defensively and regained possession a lot. He offers balance to the midfield. Yes, I think that's a good point, Jonas. That's definitely something we overlook very easily. And I think people were alluding to that, Jonas. So I think that's a very good point. Molson says Barca are trash. Yeah, Barca are trash. What about Ferland Mendy? Mendy is injured at the moment, Milcore Football TV, so he's not going to feature in tomorrow's squad, unfortunately. I definitely hope to see more from him because, man, the guy is a wall. I mean, he's so good. He's really, really good left back. The only thing is going forward, Marcelo surpasses him very easily. But defensively, man, he is sound. Milko Football says, bro, Messi is so easy to stop though. Bro, I have seen some games where Messi human to me. He's an awful player. He's not an awful player, but he is human, definitely. I wouldn't say awful player, but yeah, I mean, there are some games where he does get man marked, but I think that just comes with the game. I think that just comes with the game, right? Sometimes you have bad games, and I think Messi is it just proves that Messi is human, right? Let's see here. Mosin says, I think we'll get Van de Beek this summer. I'm thinking that too. I think we have something already lined up for him, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him next summer. And Mosin says, apparently they're giving him an increase in salary, but we can still sign him in the summer. Yes, I think we could. And Mosin says Van de Beek and Eriksson for free. Eriksson for free is definitely a possibility. Wow, if we get him for free, I mean, wow, that would... Man, Real Madrid got, they pulled the rabbit out of the hat, right? Mosin says, did you see the poll from Messi Chiringuito? They asked, who do you prefer, Isco or Hummus? And I voted. It was Hummus, 70%, Isco, 30%. At the moment, I have to say, I prefer Hummus to Isco. As much as I like Isco, I do prefer James, I have to say. Isco was one of my favorite players a few years back, but at the moment, James is looking better. Gurprit, thank you for being on. Gurprit says 3-0 Real Madrid. And I think that's a very, very good prediction, Gurprit. I probably am going to go with something along those lines, probably 3-0. And Mosin says, feel like Isco doesn't even play for us anymore. He's been away for so long. Man. Yeah, he's been away for quite a while. But I think Isco might feature a little bit. I just think he's going to come in as a sub or something. But there's definitely, like you said, he might just start. Or like you asked earlier. Messi is a 5-yard dribble merchant. Oh, man. Yeah. The Badger is real here. So a couple questions more from the press conference, and I'm going to end pretty much there. There was a question about, obviously, Sergio Ramos. He says he's not going to rest, so that's why I put him in the starting lineup. There was a question about Brahim Diaz. And he kind of just said, of course, when you're not summoned. I don't know how to say it. Of course, when you're not summoned or when you're not convocated, I don't think that's a word. When you're not summoned, it's disappointing. But the plan with Brahim is like everyone else's. Just be prepared. It's true he's had a few injuries, and now he's good. Having 25 players is the thing that bothers me most, leaving our players out. So I think Zidane has the plan for Brahim Diaz. I think Brahim Diaz, the responsibility that he has is just to be prepared every single game. Make sure he's prepared so that way, if ever the opportunity does come up where someone gets injured, he's ready. He can go in the squad and prove his quality because this guy is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, he's ready for Real Madrid. I would love to see him more. He's a really, really good player, especially considering the age that he's at. So I definitely hope to see more from Brahim Diaz in the near future. But like Zidane said, the plan with Brahim is like everyone else's. Just be prepared. And the last question was, or one of the last questions was, do you see 100% from Eden Hazard? And Zidane said, yes, I don't see anything wrong in the... Oh, I think I went over this question. Yes, I don't see anything wrong in the physique. It's for him to score an assist. That's why I'm not worried. Of course, we want more. We need to be calm. So that was kind of the prevalent kind of point that Zidane was alluding to, is that Eden Hazard is, he's 100% now. He's ready, but we need to be calm. He's going to come good. The quality is still there. That doesn't change. So, I think Eden Hazard will come good. It's just going to take a little bit of time. We just have to be way patient. Let's see here. Milkor Football says, you notice Messi, a.k.a. Liesi, can never take behind the back tackle Scott McTominay. And Mosin says, earlier kickoff tomorrow. Is it really? I mean, if it is, I can watch the game, which I'm quite interested in. I hope so. Jonas says, I just think Isco needs to be more confident in order to gain his top-class form he had before. Good point. I think missing a few games will have hurt his confidence. And like any player, when you don't play a few games and you don't have a good, you get 1 or 2 games and you don't have the best of games, then that confidence can dip down real quick, and that can be quite pernicious to someone's confidence. I can understand that, Jonathan. I think that's a good point. Milkor Football says, in Old Trafford, Mosin says they need to play that City legend. Are we playing away, says Mosin, and I think we are playing away. Look, I didn't get a chance to check, to be honest, but, it just might be at home. Let me know, guys, if we're playing at home or away. Right now, I'm feeling embarrassed that I don't know this. Let's see. Oh, no, it might just be at the Santiago Bernabeu, actually. I think it's going to be at the Bernabeu. Yep, it's going to be at the Bernabeu. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jonas says home. There you go. Jonas says home. Thank you for that, Jonas. So home, there you go. That was embarrassing. Milkor says Giroud is better than Messi. Oh, man. Let's see. Molson says, did you see the Bruno Fernandes video, Dave? Shoot, man. How come I didn't see that? I have a feeling I did see that. Did I see that? I don't even remember, to be honest. It's been a while for that one. But Fernandes goes ham. I mean, mad. Let's see. I gotta see it. I don't think I even saw it, to be honest. Audio got leaked too of him slating the player's top mentality from that boy. Ooh, man. Not very good, eh? Not very good. Man, maybe that's a good thing we didn't go after him. Man. I'll have to check it out, though. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. It's, a lot of it is press conference, really, and things along those lines. Maybe a few things. I mean, like I said, there's a couple players injured. For Mendy, Asensio is injured. Players omitted is Rodrigo Goes, Odriozola, Brahim Diaz, and Mariano are all out of the squad. Bale is out of the squad as well, which makes sense to me, just because he's an injury-prone player. He just played versus Atletico Madrid. You don't want to risk it, especially with an injury-prone player. You want to be very, very, very cautious when it comes to those kinds of players. Isco and Marcelo have fully recovered, so they're going to be back. And there you go. That's all I have to say for you guys today. The only thing is I'm going to go with the match prediction. Let me know actually what you guys think of the match prediction. You could just type it out. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to go with 3-0 like Gerpert was saying earlier. I thought that was quite interesting. I'm going to go with 3-0. I think Benzema is going to get on score sheet. I don't think. I know. Benzema is going to get on score sheet. Gerpert says Lucas why. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I put Lucas there because he's our only real right winger. It's so embarrassing, man. It's so embarrassing. He's a good player. The thing with Lucas Vazquez, he's not a starter for Real Madrid, but anyway. It's a good thing he was given Rodrigo. Molson says Rodrigo Ateri wasn't selected for the squad. Yeah, he's not selected. Milkor says Madrid 6-0. Wow, optimistic. I like the optimism, Milkor. Johnny says 3-1 Real Madrid. I'm a little pragmatic when it comes to these kinds of football predictions. I'm going to go with 3-0. Johnny says 3-1. Molson says 4-0. I think that could be a possibility. And Milkor says, bro, what do you think about Milan? Ooh, man, Milan, I'm sorry, man. If you're talking about AC Milan, man, ooh, the feels, man. Feels trip. Just bad. It feels like Manchester United are very analogous to the AC Milan situation. It just feels almost exactly the same. The only thing is Milan, they went bankrupt, I believe, in the early noughties. So, man, Milan is kind of a sad situation because they were once a great club, and the demise of Milan started really when they had those financial, I'd say, not situations, but yeah, financial problems. Molson says, I hope Hazard will have a great performance. I definitely hope so, too. I think this is an opportunity. He needs to take it. And Johnny says, by the way, I feel for Mariano. He needs a chance. Oh, man. Molson also says the same. I feel sorry for Mariano. All his performance when he plays. I love the guy, man. And it's just so sad that he's been ostracized for the club. He's been ostracized for a while now. And, when he comes on, he gives us everything. I just love his assiduousness, man. He's a very, very... He's a very professional player. He always gives it everything, like Molson says. I had great hopes for Mariano, but I think the fact that he was injured so much last year, it really went downhill. We couldn't rely on that. To have another year like that, it would have been scary. I think we just didn't want to risk it, so we went for another striker. But if Mariano wouldn't have been injured so much, definitely I think we would have gone with someone like Mariano. Milkor says, Milkor Football TV says, bro, we should have bought Mariano. I think so. I definitely always think that the Mariano purchase was definitely a good purchase. I know people will say no, he's not and stuff like that, but I definitely think it was a good purchase. I just think that the fact that he had so many injuries was really, it was detrimental to his career. Yeah, that's what I had to say. Molson says, I was thinking in summer that we could have given Lucas Vazquez away and brought in Hakim Ziyech, who had a 20. That's a good one, Molson. I really like that. I know. Lucas Vazquez, man, it's not that he's on his way down, but as a footballer, he's quite limited in terms of what he can bring. I think Ziyech, maybe not a starter quite, but, I think Ziyech as a squad player, I'd definitely take him over Lucas. Let's see here. Molson, doesn't get selected. Molson says he doesn't get selected. So that's the thing with Mario. He just doesn't get selected. I don't think he's in Zidane's plans. Like everyone was saying, really feel for the guy, but it is what it is, I guess. And it is what it is. There you go. His goal against Roma, I still remember that goal against Roma last season. Absolute fire. Oh my goodness. It just goes to show his quality. And, even versus Fenerbahce in the preseason, I thought he did really good. He was the only player who really, really put his 100% that game. I really like the guy. And I have so much empathy for him, And Molson says, no hard feelings towards Lucas, but we could just do better. Exactly. And this is Real Madrid. Real Madrid is a ruthless club. And there's a fine line between ruthlessness and between, I guess being nice, being the nice fans. But here at Real Madrid, we need to be ruthless, and we can definitely do better than Lucas Vazquez. Nice day, nice day. Thank you for being on, dude. Just get Mbappe, yep. And Milkor says Courtois should be sold. I would sell him, to be honest. I really hope we see Ariel. Ariel's got to start, man. For me, Ariel has to be the number one goalkeeper. I don't think that's going to happen, but for me, Ariel has to be the number one goalkeeper. I just hope we see that going forward. So that's all I have to say for you guys today. I'm going to end it right there. There's going to be no match reaction, unfortunately, tomorrow. My apologies for that. Maybe on Wednesday I'll be able to do the match reaction, but tomorrow there will be no match reaction. I'll try to put it on the YouTube. I'll try to put it on Instagram, Twitter, and everything like that. John says, what the F, why? I can't. I have too many things to do. I have it's a tough day tomorrow. I have work actually tonight from 10 to 9, and then when I come back I have to do a lot of homework, and then I have class, and then once I'm out of class I have to do some group work for a class, so that's why. So so I can watch the game. I can definitely watch the game. It's just the match reaction that it seems like it's going to be tough to do. I can't do it for sure tomorrow. It's going to be the day after tomorrow. So really sorry about that, John, as I know. But yeah, sorry about that. I know. I hate not doing them. Courtois should be sold. Courtois is decent against Atleti, says Mohsen. He was, but he only had one shot on target, didn't he? That's the thing with Courtois. This is my conspiracy. My conspiracy theory about Courtois, man, is that Zidane is creating a bulwark at the back, or he's creating a defensive wall, so that way we don't get shots against Courtois. So that way Courtois can be played all the time without getting any shots. I'm just kidding. It's going way too far. But like he's for me, he's not great. Milkor says exactly. Milan owners are being too nice. There you go. Yes, I think Milan owners should be ruthless, man. Milan is a top club, but the problem is the owners are just not ruthless enough, and that's Manchester United's problem, Arsenal's problem. There you go. Molson says since Ariel performance, he's upped it. Definitely, so much. Or you're talking about Courtois? Oh man, maybe to be honest, I definitely hope so. Milkor says he is busy. I'm a little bit busy these days, I have to say. John says it's no problem. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. And Molson says, did you see Rhoda JC fans video? They're rating the director's boxes and cake in investor of their own. Oh man, I did not see that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I will say I'm gonna check out stuff and I never end up checking it out. I'm gonna try to check this out though. Rhoda JC. That's quite interesting, to be honest though. I will have to check that out. And there you go. It's probably in the news right there. So let's see here. Milkor says, bro, I feel you because I do it UCL post-match on the weekends. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. And my pre-match, do it all night. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You have to glean info and stuff like that. It's a lot of work. Don't underestimate the work that goes into this. But no, to be honest, look, thank you guys so much for understanding. I really do appreciate it. But like I said, there's gonna be no match reaction tomorrow. I'm hoping that on Wednesday I can do it. And the match reaction will probably be after all the Champions League games. That's probably when it's going to be. But yeah, no match reaction. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. And whenever you have time, says Molson. Thank you so much, man. You guys are all really understanding. Look, you guys are so understanding. I really do appreciate that. I'll always try my best to continue these streams. I mean, really, you guys are spurring me forward. You guys are giving me the impetus to continue doing these streams, because if it wasn't for you guys, I'd probably end it pretty soon. But you guys are really giving me the drive to keep going. So thank you guys so much for that. Molson says earlier kickoff. I like it so we can watch the other game straight after. Exactly. Very, very good. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to Jonas. Thank you, Molson. I'm going to try to thank everyone. Thank you, Milkor Football TV, for being on. You really do appreciate it. Thank you, Nice Day, as always. Let's see here. Thank you, Gerprit, for being on. Really do appreciate it. To everyone who's been on here, let's see. And I think that's all. I hope I'm not missing anyone. Jonas says, see you, Dave. By the way, preview Granada. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do that preview. Yes. I'm almost 100% sure. So the preview I will be able to do. Match reaction I'll have to see. But the match preview I'll definitely get to. The time might be a little bit earlier. I'll have to see. I got a lot of work these days, man. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. But there you go, guys. I'm gonna end it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a good one. Have a good day. Have a good day. Wherever